Hello, my friends. Here I am. I am Jose Sacramento, and I'm going to make this video in English, despite my accent. And it is because I want to offer this video to Methody Tutor. I put some background music, Fado, you see. It is the soul of Portugal. Fado, it is the soul of Portugal, and I like to be Portuguese. So I'm going to make a little bit a story. Let's go. Let's imagine that I have here a pool, okay? A pool. It is more or less a rectangle, as you can see. And here it is the point A, and here it is the point B. And also there is a boy. A boy, I'm going to try to draw a little bit here, the boy, with the eyes, the hair, big hair, you see, nose. And this little boy likes very much to play with boats, little boats. And the boat, it is over here. And so the boy keep the boat with a line, you see, with a stretched line. And the length of this line, it is, let us say 20 meters, 20, okay? 20 meters. And so the boy begins to walk along this side up the pool, okay? At a certain time the boy, it is over here. And so if it is over here, the boy, and he continues with the line stretched, so it can be the line, it will be more or less like this. And so the length, it is 20, as I said. And the boat, it is over here, at this point P, let us say like this. And this point P has coordinates, let us say X and Y. X lies over here, Y lies over here. I want to know, and this is my problem, I want to know how it is the equation of the movement of the boat, you see, the equation. But how can I get that? In this point, what I can think, I can think this, which is, I think, the key of the question. The curve, let us say, might be like this, something like this, I don't know. But one thing, it is the truth. This line over here, it will be tangent to the curve. You see? Tangent to the curve. And so this is the key of the problem. And this means that the slope, I mean the slope by dy dx, it will be the tangent of this angle over here, let us say theta, okay? So dy dx, it will be equals tangent of theta. But how can I get this? Better, as you can see also, the slope, it is negative. As you can see, the line is like this, and if it is like this, the slope, it is negative. If it was like this, the slope, it would be positive. So better maybe to take this angle, let us say alpha, and take the tangent of alpha. For that, I must calculate the length of this distance over here. But it is easy to calculate because I can apply to the Pythagoras theorem. So, as I know that over here from here to here it is y, I can say that 20 squared, which means 400, it's equals to, let us say, this distance over here by d. It will be d squared plus y. So d, it's equals to square root of 400 minus y squared. Okay, that's good. So far so good, but one question. This is not the slope of the line. The slope of the line, it is the same of this number, but with the sign minus over here. So it would come dy dx equals minus the tangent of alpha. This means y over square root of 400 minus y squared. Okay, that's good. And now I must solve this equation. To solve this equation, I'm going to put this value over here to the first member of this equality, so I must multiply by the inverse of this number. So I will get minus, let us say, square root of 400 minus y squared over y dy dx equals 1. Okay, so a little bit more far, it will be minus 400 minus y squared over y dy equals dx. Okay, that's good. And so I can get x because I have over here dx. To get the x, I must calculate the integral of this part over here. So x, it will be the integral of minus square root of 400 minus y squared over y dy. Okay? But I can take out these sign minus and put it outside the sign of the integral. Okay? And now I must calculate this integral. It is not very easy to calculate, you see. It is not very easy. But if I make a change, a variable, let us say y equals 20, let us say cosine of t, I will get dy equals minus 20 sine of t dt. Later you will see why I make this change a variable. So now by substitution, where I have y, I must put 20 times cosine of t, so I will get minus integral square root of 400 minus, I must square this over here. I must say also, I'm going to close a little bit, and it is important for me that you are liking the music which I put in the background. Okay, so I will get over here 400 cosinus. Are you liking the music? Cosinus squared of t over y, which is 20 cosinus of t dy, and dy it is minus 20 times sine of t dt. I'm going to put here a parenthesis, of course, because this is a multiplication. And now you can see very easy, I think, why I did this change a variable, because now I can put 400 in evidence, and I will get minus, let us say, 400 in evidence, and I will get 1 minus cosinus squared of t over 20 cosinus of t times minus 20 sinus of t dt. That's okay. Okay, it is very okay for me. So I can cancel this 20 with this 20, minus plus minus, it is plus, so no problem. And the square root of 400, it is 20, and for the fundamental formula of the trigonometry, this is equals to sinus squared of t. So I get the square root of sinus squared of t, I get sinus of t times sinus of t, I get sinus squared of t over cosinus of t dt, okay? And now, one more time, I'm going to jump with this number 20 to outside of the integral, because I can do that, you see? 20 over here, okay? No more problems. And now I must calculate this integral. It is not very difficult, because again, applying to the fundamental formula of the trigonometry, sinus squared of t, it is equals to 1 minus cosinus squared of t, I'm sorry, over cosinus of t dt. And so I'm going to get 20, which multiply by the integral of 1 over cosinus of t, which is the secant of t dt, minus the integral of cosinus squared of t over cosinus of t, which is cosinus of t dt. I'm not with so much problems to speak in English, because I think you are understanding me. Because, for example, in love, people cannot talk sometimes. They cannot talk because they have illness, a very serious illness, and they cannot talk and they cannot hear, but they can fall in love, you see. So I think that the way I am speaking, you can understand me also. So I'm so sorry, but I think I'm doing my best. And okay, let's go. 20, and the integral of the secant of t, it is easy to calculate, but it is very easy. It's a natural logarithm. I could demonstrate that, but I have that in my head, so it is a natural logarithm of secant of t, okay, plus tangent of t. And the integral of the cosinus, it is sine, because the derivative of sine, it is cosine. Então, so, I said in Portuguese, então, you see, so, in English, so, in Portuguese it is então. I continue, okay. And now I get the integral. Now I must return to the first variable. It was y, okay? So I'm going to look to the change I made. It was y equals 20. I'm speaking about math, and I am hearing the music. I like this music very, very much, you know. So let me see. Okay, 20 times cosinus of t. So cosinus of t, it is equals y over 20. And like this, I can imagine a triangle, a rectangle triangle, and here I put t, okay? And so if cosinus of t, it is equals to y over 20, this means that I have here y, I have here 20, and I can get this sign very easy again. This side, it is 100 equals y squared plus a certain d squared, and it is this distance. And so d, it is a mental calculation. It is very easy to understand that it will come for sure 400 minus y squared, and that's okay. So now in this time I can say that 20 natural logarithm of secant of t, which is the inverse of the cosine. If it was the cosine, it would be y over 20, and so in this case it is 20 over y, okay, plus tangent of t. Tangent of t, it is square root of 400 minus y squared over y minus sine of t, and sine of t, it is square root of 400 minus y squared over 20 plus a constant, okay, and this constant belongs to a set of the reals. It is a family, of course, it is a family, and it is understandable that it is a family because the derivative of this plus a constant, it is 0, so I have a family of curves, but I only want one curve, the curve of the boy. What is the curve of the boy? The curve of the boy, it is that one where the boy it was at the point x equals 0, y it was 20. Let's go do it. So I have x equals 20 times logarithm of 20 over y plus square root of 400 minus y squared over y minus square root of 400 minus y squared, 20 over 20, of course, plus this constant. When x equals 0, y, we saw, it is equals 20. What is this means? This means that 0 equals 20 times logarithm of 20 over 20 more y square, 20 squared, it is 400, 400 minus 400, it is 0, square root of 0, it is 0, 0 over 20, it is 0, okay, minus here it is 0, of course, simple to understand, plus a certain constant which belongs to a set of the reals, but the logarithm of 1, 20 over 20, it is 1, the logarithm of 1, it is 0, so I have 20 times 0, which is 0. So this constant key, it's equals 0. That means that the equation which defines the movement of the boat which the boy keep with the line what I'm stressed, and the boy was walking over this side, it is this one over here, and so I'm going to clean this key because there is nothing. Okay, I finished this video. I want to offer you this video, Method Tutor. I hope you like it, and I also you like it so much the music I put in background of this video. More to say, I want to maybe greetings. Okay, greetings from Portugal. I hope you have a very nice weekend, and for all the members also of this group. Bye bye.